Now, as much as young Matt is the legend, I'm definitely rooting for Ollie because he's playing DDD, which is a struggle, and Ollie is just in general a cool guy.
Same thing here, because Ollie's my boy. You know, he's going to Disneyland with 2 other DDD mates.
Sick.
They're going to DD Disneyland.
Sick. That's amazing. I hope they take pictures and throw memes at it.
Hey, absolutely.
He could have done another fair down there.
Yeah, there were some options there. So I will say.
Oh, that's right. We got the legendary DDD main right here.
But this is going to sound super conceited. I hate watching every other DDD but me because every single DDD plays very different. And every single time they do something, they don't do something that's necessarily worse than what I would do. But I'm like, that's dumb. I would have done this. Like, every time it's like, I would have jet hammered there because jet hammer's cooler. Like,
see, I'm a different person. See, my thing is,
I
want
like
to see every other Sonic fail. Even though, like, I'm rooting for them, in the corridors of my mind, I'm like, I want you to fail so I look better.
It's like the same thing. I feel that.
A terrible person,
I feel that against 2 specific players, Muldrifter and Ripple, because they camp. And they make everybody hate my character.
That's like 2 levels of players, like Ripple and then Muldrifter.
But Muldrifter has good wins from just camping people.
By the way, speaking of good wins, right? Oh,
he hit him with the Gabagool!
Sat on him.
So when you get 2 or more hits of the upbeat, when you get the upward hit, the downward hit, and then the hit that kills, that is the super Gabagool. That is known as the Gabagool, coined by Keychain.
Oh my God, Keychain, who put in work today.
Yeah, right there. What he could have done with that.
That 7-year-old was working. By the way, young Matt here. Is he not 7-year-old? I don't know how old Keychain is. He looked like 5.
Keychain looks really young.
He's
like 19, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
His set versus oh god, that's so late. His set versus Switch, like in the player cams, Switch is like this giant monster,
and then you have this child.
You have like this little kid on the other camera.
The main stream setup, like the other stream setup, it has a chair that's really low and then raised monitors. And Keychain was sitting in it, and he looked like a baby in a high chair. It was so funny. I think Dumb Shiny took a picture of it. But so,
by the way, Matt's getting his stuff wrecked in right now.
Yeah, he's getting DD dicked, if I'm being honest, buddy.
DD
so the thing about
by the way, I just want to mention Ollie's combo game right now. Oof, it's looking fresh.
Yeah,
he's getting like 4 hit strings, which for
for DDD, that's amazing.
That's amazing. That is some top tier combo right there. That is you labbed for a long time and found out these setups.
He's gonna jump, double jump there. Oh, he didn't jump that time. That's insane. He's adapting. But so the two big DDD things that catches every player off guard, and Matt knows about this, so he's not gonna get caught off.
There's the most loyal. They're the most loyal minions in all of the business.
Yeah, Waddle Dees, when you throw them out, they just do whatever they want, and they'll like sometimes attack. But Waddle Dees attack always on a set cycle. Like I think every a second and a half they attack, and then they lose, then they attack half the time later. So it's like a second and a half. Then yes, I love you, Apollo.
Give him that swallow side. Let him know. Let him know. How dare you stay at the ledge? This is my land. I control the skies.
So the way the Waddle Dees work is they'll shoot a laser, let's say 2 seconds after they come out. Then they'll shoot another laser 1 second later, and then another one half a second later. And then they'll usually despawn after that. But like, because of that, it's less RNG, and it's easy to like rely on them. But the other thing I wanted to say about DDD is he has 2 big mix-ups that you have to look out for. The first one is when he grabs you, if he down throws, he's gonna forward, when he grabs you, he's gonna forward throw or down throw. If he forward throws and you DI down, or if he forward throws and you DI up, you're living. If you DI up but he down throws, then that's a DI mix-up and he gets a regrab. So if you DI away expecting the forward throw, then you get out. Or expecting the down throw, and he down throws, then you get out. But if you DI away expecting the down throw and he forward throws, then you die at like 60. Like, it's very strong. If you DI up against the forward throw, it won't kill until like 180. But if you DI away, it's killing you below 100, like guaranteed. It's insane.
Are we gonna get the Gimp?
Oh!
Not the Gimperinos. Instead, we're just getting a hard F smash.
Yeah, that wasn't the sweet spot though, so it's not gonna kill yet.
Yeah, that's such a strong F smash for not sweet spot.
Yeah, I mean it sucks though.
It takes like 10 hours to come out though, so it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. And it like doesn't hit in front of him technically. It's a rough life for DDD. But like,
it's the struggle, man. I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
The other mix-up is the swallow. So when there's 2 mix-ups with that. When he's above you, you think, oh, he's gonna come down with a downer, so you shield. Swallow, command grab, he goes through your shield, and then he spits you off stage. You get out of the star, and you jump forward to try and make it back. He catches your jump with a forward air, you're dead. even at 0, you can die. So what you do instead is you either just go low or you drift away. Because either way, you gain height when you get out of the star. That was a very good forward smash from Matt.
By the way, I'm not in love with this stage choice. Of course, I wasn't in love with it earlier either, and that worked out really well for my man Taco. But I feel like DDD does really well on the stage, and the waddles just kind of like they take a lot more of the stage, giving Lucario less space to really do anything.
I think when they're on the platforms, the waddles are much easier to access for waddle dashing. But there is one big weakness of DDD on this stage, and that is on almost all of his aerials, except for I believe back air and no, I think just back air and down air. When he does those aerials, he puts his foot downward, so his collision moves downward. So against platforms at weird heights, like Wario Land or this one, if he goes through a platform and does an aerial, he'll stick to that platform sometimes.
I mean, that happens with a lot of the... Well, I guess that's only with moving platforms, though.
Yeah. Well, the thing with moving platforms, this is, I'm going to hit you guys with the next level attack. If a platform is moving, normally there... Oh, the platform got released. Yeah. There is this thing where when you fall through a platform, any platform, your collision will not update properly for 10 frames. So if you've ever seen a Falco, or if you've ever seen like any character, like Zero Suit, she does a flip on her up air, right? So if you fell through a platform and up aired immediately and your collision updated with that, you would just land back on the platform, right? So to prevent that, they have that thing where your collision won't update for 10 frames, which is why you actually can do that with like Falco's back air and stuff, only if you hit, because the hit lag will extend through those 10 frames. So I discovered this recently, and then everybody told me I was wrong on the subreddit, but nobody's disproven it. When you're on a moving platform and you drop from the platform and do anything with a downward input, including a wave land, a down special, or a down air, you stick back to the platform. Your collision updates when it shouldn't. So if you've ever been on the Smashville platform, you try and drop through and down air somebody, and you just end up right on the platform again, that is why.
That's totally the thing though, and you can actually use it. You can actually use it for a lot. You can actually do like you can do the platform. You can do that platform cancel into like jabs, like out of shield. You can do like a shield drop.
You can shield drop, dare jab, or shield drop, waveland jab,
and it'll auto cancel, so you'll be fine.
If you're a spacey, you can do like shield drop shine, and it's a 1-frame shine. I mean, you can do that anyway, but like then it re-sticks to the ground and you can combo off of it.
No, I mean, I think what you mean is like you won't have to go to the jump squat, so
yeah, exactly. You won't have to like.
So it'll be 3 frames faster.
Like with DDD, shield dropping is 1 frame, so his jump squat is 6 frames. So if I'm on a moving platform and I'm in shield and I'm on a wave dash, I'm not trying to jump. I'm not trying to put myself in 6 frames of jump squat and then 6 frames of landing lag from a normal landing. Like, I'm just trying to get those normal 6 frames. I don't want that 12.
By the way, Ali is moving across this stage like it was made of ice.
Yeah. Ali is very good at waddle dashing and waddle setups.
That was some ramen noodles, because that shit was instant.
Another quick thing DDD can do is he can actually, when he up these, for the first, I think, frames 2 to like 5 of his up B or something like that, he has ledge grab boxes in front and behind of him. So you can just run off stage, fast fall and up B, and grab the ledge 2 frames after leaving the stage, no matter what direction you're facing. And you can also mix people up like that.
We had a pretty fat combo potential right there.
The other combo that DDD has is just down throw tech chasing, which you actually can reaction tech chase with this character on some characters. It's very hard, but you can do it.
Yo, these Gordos are coming out to help the boss. Yeah. They understand when they're needed.
Apollo has some of the best waddle usage of all the DDDs. I think, I'd say he's 2nd or 3rd best at waddles. Because like, there's one player from Georgia, Smur, very good DDD player, doesn't really play the game anymore. Yeah, but he's net play god. But he's very good with like waddles and waddle dashing. He's like insane with that.
I was counting Matt out, but he's putting in the work right now. Yeah. He's off stage, but
this is bad for Matt. He gets the spike.
Ooh, he got hit. Did he lose his jump? No, he's good. He's good. That roll was terrible. He gave way too much time for Ali to regain his his options. He was stuck in lag.
Oh, Matt's just trying to get aura right now. All right, that was the far hit up or forward smash has a hit away from it that like makes the ground shake. So it's like a Wario down smash far away from it, but like not as good. Yeah. But you can pop people up with that, and a lot of people don't expect it. All right, looks like we're going to game 3 right now.
All right, good stuff to Young Matt.
This is a close set.
What I was trying to say before was that Young Matt rolled when he got on stage, and Ali tried to hit him with a forward smash. In all that time of lag, Matt rolled instead of going for like a punish, like fair or something. Yeah. You know.
People get scared of DDD. Like he's nothing to be scared of, but sometimes you got to be like, I don't want to get hit by that and lose.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like I don't want this cheese to hit me. All right, we're going on FD. This is like one of DD's best stages, right?
It really depends. The way Apollo plays, I think it's good for him, but DDD also has insane platform movement that nobody utilizes. He has like, I think, almost 10-frame window to do perfect wave blends on platforms. Like, it's pretty ridiculous.
Ooh, that was actually a great forward smash.
Yeah,
It covers
that was the weakest hit, but if he did any other recovery, he was like dead.
Yeah.
And even then, he still got him back off stage. So that was very smart from Apollo.
But regardless, Young Matt ain't no slouch himself, and actually has less % out of the two. Ooh. And is he taking his first stock? All right, he claims first blood in this last game. Look at that, they're both smiling, having a good time. Meanwhile, Matt's abusing the fact that he's using a better character.
One thing that I have not seen Apollo do yet, but he loves doing it against Lucario specifically. You know, you can do like the infinite run at a ledge.
Yeah.
DDD can do that against Lucario, and then his dash attack has armor. So if he sees Lucario go for anything but a sweet spot, he can armor through it and hit him. So Apollo does that a lot, but I haven't seen him do it this set. Like he did it, he took like, I think 3 or 4 stocks in one set from Taco Cat by doing that.
By the way, I don't think we actually mentioned this. Lucario, for all of his great gifts that he's received, he has some of the worst neutral in this game. He has essentially 2 options in neutral. He has dash attack, and then he has forward air. I guess 3, because he can also grab.
I disagree. I think Lucario, I don't think it's the best neutral, but I think he has all the tools he needs, because he has a projectile.
He does have a projectile, you're right.
He's got a pretty good dash dance. Great mobility with moonwalk and then crouch dashing if you're insane.
I don't want to say the moonwalk.
No. If you're insane and you crouch dash, it's crazy. I swear.
I feel like no one does that.
I do, because I'm insane.
All right. The legend himself, L-Pack.
There you go. He's doing it. There's the moonwalk. See, good neutral. He moonwalked and got forward tilted. That's
either
a good
way,
neutral.
this is definitely not like a great neutral. It's very easy to call out what he's gonna do.
It is. I feel you.
But this punish game is what makes up for it.
Yeah.
These sick ASC Aura Spirit cancel up smashes.
Oh, there we go. That's the back
end.
Grab the ledge. Just grab the ledge. All right.
Yeah, what are you gonna do, fam? I'm covering everything.
You can't nair. Yeah. You gotta nair through those.
Here's the projectile war that you were talking about earlier.
And even then, it's scary to combat that with your own camping because he can get aura off it if you're not careful.
I think Ollie's getting a little desperate. I think he wants to swallow side really bad.
Yeah, he really wants to even this out.
I mean, this is it's not pretty, dude. You know, being this high percent as DDD, you're just not. DDD does not have the damage output, you know.
Yeah, he's used to it, but it's still not good for him. Yeah, there's that dance dash. This is all right. It's looking like Young Matt can close this out, but
yeah, Young Matt
is known for gimping, so.
But Young Matt ain't no fool. Mama didn't ain't no fool.
That's the regrab. So he doesn't have a jump, and he doesn't have aura. And
wow,
just like that, even game.
All right, this is last stock situation here.
And again, Lucario has no aura, so he's gonna get it in a few more hits. But
yeah, let's do this for 4 minutes. Four more minutes. I don't want to get chipped out.
This is
all right, but Ollie actually has to do some stuff here because
throw a waddle.
He's taking hits. Yeah, throw some waddles.
Even if he gets aura, doesn't matter. Just bait him out into using it or something. I don't know.
It might be that Matt's waiting for. Oh, you know what it is? Matt doesn't have any aura right now.
Exactly. So he wants him to throw waddles to get aura.
But he needs to throw waddles anyways. These projectiles are only giving you %. You know, you have to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's throwing waddles, see, because he realized there's no other option.
In that situation, you throw waddles or you camp the legend wait. Nobody wants to camp the legend wait. That's boring.
All right, so Ollie is pretty much just looking for a gimp here.
But again, he doesn't have aura.
Matt's ain't no fool. He ain't going to the ledge. Come at me, fam.
And now he got aura from that. Yeah, that was a really bad waddle throw.
Oh, no, that was so bad.
One thing DD can do, I believe this actually works against Lucario. If you saw him fade back after you did the swallow, so he wouldn't get the follow-up, right?
Yeah.
If DD jumps off, there's the side.
All right, so I'm sorry. Before you finish your thing, so what Ali messed up was the fact that he didn't go for an instant turnaround and let him go so that he can guess whether he was going to jump or just drop. Yeah. Because there's at least a 50-50 chance that you hit him out of his jump and and knock him off stage and just gimp him at 20. Mm-hmm. Instead, he just ran off and I guess hoped that he'd be able to gimp him if he sent him a little lower, which was not going to work in any universe.
Yeah. So